Hey.
Hello.
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 You interrupted us realizing this paper that I was going to use. Yeah, I'll have more paper.
Put more paper on
this paper that I'm going to use. It bleeds through, and so we were in a hotel room, and it bled through, and like the nice wood finish, like just had an image of Jason from the Friday the 13th on it.
Which is pretty much
so that was my gift to the hotel.
What every hotel really needs.
Yeah.
Is hand-drawn images from horror movies.
Yeah, etched into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, welcome to Doodle Together. And, this week the prompt is, I think you should say at least, I think it's Crepuscular.
It's what now?
Crepuscular. No, it's Crepuscular.
Crepuscular.
Like muscular.
Crepuscular like muscular. Yes, exactly.
Crepuscular.
Do you want to look at it on a browser to see what the official definition is?
Oh.
So
if that's what you want.
Yeah, well, I think it. Okay, so I think of it as having to do with dawn and dusk, or twilight. Is twilight count for morning and evening? Anyway, both the golden hours, morning and evening, and so there's a lot of animals that are crepuscular, including my beloved rabbits, but also many other creatures related to rabbits, and some of the predators that prey on them have evolved to match the dawn and dusk. There it is. So they said twilight, yes.
Appearing or active in twilight.
Twilight, yes. And there are many animals considered crepuscular.
But there's also, I like the crepuscular rays, or in video games, they call them god rays. Mm. And that's like when you're going through a clearing and there's like...
and it's like causes the light.
The balloon in front of your face. That's a crepuscular ray. And I think that's what I'm going to draw on. I actually saw a diagram where it can show that like, I don't know, when the sun shines in a certain way, certain rays come out really bright and they're crepuscular rays, but they call the other ones anti-crepuscular rays, and I don't know why.
Whoa, anti-crepuscular.
What that means or anything about it, but
yeah. Wow.
Okay, so when I was reading about anti-crepuscular, what it said was when you see the crepuscular rays, if you turn around the opposite direction from where the sun is setting or whatever, then you will see anti-crepuscular rays.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, the opposite direction.
So where are they coming from? Is it like the crepuscular rays bouncing off something?
Well, it could be with, so when the sun's setting, the moon is going to start coming up. And so it would be in that direction.
Ah. Yeah. Interesting. So it might be like a moonbeam ray or something?
I mean, the photos that I saw looked pretty similar to the crepuscular rays, but there was like no sun involved.
Interesting. That's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, I will say by looking up the definitions of some of these words, you do learn new things. So.
Oh yeah.
And I thought this was a hard prompt, a difficult one. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa chose this word.
You could just draw any crepuscular animal.
And I think this word that
very open.
That you chose, Lisa, it's the reason why, frankly, there's fewer people on tonight than usual on the show. So everyone was like, "Oh, that'll be great," and then they're like, "What word are you doing to me? Crepuscular."
Crepuscular. Oh.
Crepuscular.
And they were like, "Never mind."
Yeah, they're like, I had to wash my hair.
I have a new sketchbook that we got.
That is very cute.
Lucy picked it up today. Yeah, it's
nice.
We did our first sketch class Saturday, and it was landscapes.
Nice.
Like really with like pencil and shading. But
nice.
I did learn some things. Next Saturday would be portraits, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Wow.
I hope maybe it will help me with drawing people. We'll see.
Is it pencil and shading based also?
I'm pretty sure it probably will be. Although
Nice.
at the end of the session, we did do like a landscape, and then the lady who was the instructor, she gave some ideas about like adding a little bit of color here and there, like, that you could actually take something that was with pencil and add a little bit of color to it just to enhance
Oh,
it.
so it's with black pencil or different types of black pencil, probably different hardnesses.
Well, she only used one.
Oh, just one.
Side to shade and so forth. Yeah.
Got it.
So
oh, nice.
It was interesting. I mean, she gave a lot of points about like that the background or the background, usually it's like darker at the top and gets a little lighter, and things are smaller in the background versus larger in the foreground. So I mean, I think some of them were things I already knew, but it was still helpful.
Nice. So what did you draw? Which landscape was it? Something you were looking at?
It was one that she was showing on the screen. Like at the very end of the class, she's like, okay, we'll have like 15 minutes to draw.
Okay.
Or anything you want to draw. Like they had said, if there's something you want to try to draw, to bring it. What are you laughing about, Lucy?
Oh, she was showing the actual landscape images like from the galleries at the Nelson. So that was kind of cool. We were like practicing with those first.
Oh, so were they paintings? Or photographs?
Yeah, like paintings. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wasn't one like a block?
Yeah, she showed a couple like Japanese carvings or.
Oh, like a woodblock print?
Yeah.
Nice.
But they were all like definitely landscapes, and like we were practicing from those. And
nice.
And at the end, we're supposed to draw something that we wanted.
Nice. That is so cool. I want to see the products. I want to see your work. You should tweet it. Art classes together.
So I'm drawing really the same thing Ben is. Trying to draw the sky.
Yeah, I think it's a really tough one. That's why I started drawing while you all were talking.
I know. I kind of want to use a pencil here. Should I not?
Oops. What do you mean use a pencil?
Well, because I'm drawing a bunny and a deer friend.
I mean, do it however you want to do.
And it's a little challenging, but you know what? I'll just dive in. I'll pen it in.
Yeah, it looks a little dark.
And if it's
turn on more lights, but
if it's not perfect, that's okay. But I'm drawing this. There's this famous wild rabbit and wild deer that appear to be best friends, and so they've been photographed and videoed cuddling together. Nice. And they're really cute. And I found an image of them where they're sort of in a golden light. So it appears that they're hanging out together in, the crepuscular rays.
That's cool.
But I am very, of course, inexperienced drawing deer. So this will be interesting. And this deer is reclining next to this bunny.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, I'm drawing this sort of sunset with the god rays. And I don't know. I'm nervous about it because there's no lines. It's a lot easier when there's lines to draw.
I think I made this bunny too large already.
Well, speaking of bunnies, where's the rabbit cam?
Oh. Ben was going to...
It's around. Right now we're on the drawing.
Okay.
Later.
Today we're on Ice Climber and Cassandra Cam. Although maybe they're not out. They might be a little hidden. So.
Oh, okay. Not quite time for them to be active.
It's true. It is kind of the crepuscular hour now for us.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Bunny should be representing here.
So one of my ideas is to still use lines, but just use like different color lines. So they're not all black lines, so it doesn't become like a cartoon. But I'm using like a yellow now to kind of like help outline where like the yellow regions might be. Because I feel like when I use a marker,
Oh yeah, you're using the yellow pen.
I can get really lazy. And just because I'm more trained to like fill things in with a marker than like draw with a marker. So not even clear that you can see that, but then I guess the next one is like orange.
See, mine's going to be a much different palette. So
Yeah, that's why I
yours gonna be
didn't feel
fun.
bad about grabbing all of them.
Yeah. You took all the blues and oranges and yellows there.
Yeah.
Mine is mostly a brown and green palette. They're in front of some sort of evergreen tree.
I think the rays, they're almost like drawing fire where there's the different colors of light because it's different energies. And like the blue at the center is actually hotter than like the yellow at the outside.
Mm.
And you're like, how does that relate to the drawing? I don't know. So, all right, so I think I'm gonna stop there with that. And this is the point in the drawing where I get nervous and start to want to like fill in a little bit so that it starts to look more normal.
Normal.
Yeah, or real. I mean, there's a point where you're drawing these outlines and it just looks, weird.
Yeah, I'm at that point where it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm like seeing a lot of errors that I've made already. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of, I guess I just have to loosen it up and be okay with fixing them.
Yeah.
Like this should come in a little bit. This bunny, I made him too chubby. I'm always making bunnies too chubby, you know?
Did you end up doing pencil?
No.
Nice. So it's almost like this thing, this darkest part, instead of being, I guess they're clouds, but it's almost like they're like a brown or something. I might be wrong. It might be more like gray. But we can always make them more gray later.
All right. So I'm going to need all the greens, multiple greens, and all the browns. So it's nice because we have no overlap, really.
Yeah. It's perfect. Also, I'm doing this one large.
Oh, my.
So I'm not doing a small one. I'm doing a...
Oh, why did you decide to do that?
Because I feel like the more cartoony ones, when I draw them large, I don't like it.
Oh.
But I think this one it's supposed to be a little bit more like painterly. So I thought it might be a challenge to try to do it large. And then the next color is going to be orange, like a cadmium orange, it says. I should draw lines first.
So yeah, my part where I do have an erroneous pen line that I didn't like, and I'm wondering if I can white it out with the jelly roll.
Yeah, you can.
Right?
I do that.
You can use jelly roll like a whiteout.
Yeah, I just have to be careful.
What do I have to be careful of?
Well, the jelly roll, it's not like accurate, like the way that the first pen is. Like it's kind of like a mess when you put it on top of something.
Ah.
And so if you can get the stroke just right, it can be perfect. But if you don't get it right, then like fixing it is hard. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna add a lighter orange. So it's almost like I'm just trying to be methodical and using all the different colors that I have to make this like a smooth gradient. I don't even know if this will work, but it's really all I can do.
Oh, the ears got more like, they've got some complicated coloring, so I feel like it'd be nice if I could get some.
Lucy left a comment that said skunks, inspiration for my drawing.
Woohoo!
What's that mean?
She's drawing a skunk.
Oh.
What do you mean? Because they are crepuscular.
Oh, they're crepuscular. Got it. Oh, and then Kat said, way to choose an SAT vocab word.
Yeah, right.
Is that even an SAT vocab word? I think it might be just a little too random. Nobody cares about crepuscular except for me. And bunny people.
Never forget what this word means.
I know.
Yeah. Now when you're enjoying your sunset, you're going to be like, oh, what a lovely crepuscular ray.
We could put Lisa in charge of all the words next time.
I'm just going to make them all either bike related or bunny related.
Yeah,
Maybe
is
some
that why?
planes.
Did you choose electric?
No, I did bicycle though.
Okay.
Yeah, who chose electric?
I don't know who chose electric.
Yeah, next time Lisa should just get out like a GRE study book. Words for that.
They'll all be a learning experience. Whoa, I heard a camera.
That was me.
Are you done already?
Yes.
20 minutes. All right.
Oh my, I guess that means I should pick up the pace.
Well, I'm way behind if you're done.
Oh, that's great then.
But since I'm doing the sky thing, mine kind of looks like fireworks. But mine's pretty simple, probably compared to Ben's.
Ben, just take your time. Don't worry about it.
Right. Originally,
I haven't even figured out how to do the second half of it, so I don't know.
So
Some of us.
My cousin that lives in Australia, he takes a lot of photos, and they live right by the ocean.
Nice.
I think they live in Adelaide, and he walks the dog by the ocean every day, morning and night, and he takes a lot of photos. And he had a really pretty one that he took. And so I was going to try to draw that. And of course, it had the ocean in the foreground. but I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I didn't think I was quite ready for that. So I did one that's a lot simpler.
Nice.
Which you'll see when I post it, or when we talk about it.
Nice.
So right now I'm taking the easy way out because I don't feel like I'm quite experienced. But this is like helping all these doodles.
Yeah.
I think Lisa and I have just always considered ourselves visual artists for some reason, and so we're just used to the ups and downs of it being.
Have we considered ourselves visual artists? I think
Yes.
we might be going a little far.
Of course we do. How do I? Oh my gosh, what color? There's some color where like the sun meets the water, and I just don't even know what it is. Oh my god. Oh well. Okay. We'll have to figure that out in a little bit.
So what is that over to the right?
It's like a tree.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna fill it in.
Mine has a tree also.
Well, I haven't quite figured out how to do where the blue and the rest of it comes together, so
Yeah.
still have to work on that. I thought it was more zoomed in. What happened? Okay.
Okay, I feel like now I have to add in these background elements because I feel like they're important here, that they're sitting in this pine needly environment.
So I'm trying to make a little bit of light show through this tree, but it kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably easier just to do it with jelly roll. And that's probably what I should have done all along. All right. Let's not worry about this. So now, even before I solve the problem at the top, I want this bottom part to look like water. So this is a really dark gray. Do you have a lighter gray?
Yeah, I have a lot of light. I have all the grays.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try this one. So it looks like near the horizon, there's some more like chalky parts of the water. And so I'm gonna color those in, just give a little bit more darkness. And that's not actually like enough. And then I'm gonna give darkness around the edges too. And then do another round of that with the next darker shit. I can't even read them right. Both say C5. Why does that? It doesn't make sense.
No.
Why are there two the same?
Oh, we do have two C5s. I wonder if we took somebody else's. Kat, are you missing a C5?
Oh my god.
We
I thought I was losing my mind.
We might have crossed some marker streams. You know what happens.
Because I was like, if that one's not the C5, then it must be this one. And it was also C5. And I was like, oh god, what's happening?
I have some duplicates also.
Oh, look, Katie is
They don't get put
commenting
back in
some.
the right place.
Oh, Katie suggested try a lavender for where the blue meets the other colors. And like, that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, that is a nice call.
Yeah. Lavender. Let's see, what colors do we have here? We've got lipstick natural. Which one's lavender? Lilac. Lilac. Oh, we have 2 different lilacs.
Are they? Oh, really?
It's lilac, right?
Yeah.
I have a pale lilac.
But that's lavender, right?
Yeah. Lavender is like a lilac. Similar.
So there's like, yeah, there's also one called prune, BV02. It's a little different shade.
Well, so Katie suggested lilac, so I'm just going to go all in on lilac to start off with. Because it's pretty pale. I mean, actually Katie suggested lavender, so it's a totally different color.
They're related.
But we're just taking this one step at a time, you know? We'll sit there, we'll look at it. Oh, I mean, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's pale lilac. All right, and then, yeah, then there's an orange that's kind of around the outer edges here. You know, with these suggestions, like from Katie, it's almost like an art Carmen San Diego or something here. You know? Kat says I'm missing CS.
C5.
Oh, C5.
C5. That's
I guess I can't read either.
That's why that's ours then. So Kat, we have your C5.
Yeah.
So maybe
Good to
Kat
know.
has one of yours.
Maybe.
Look for a duplicate. Is that the blender, Ben?
Yeah, but I think the blender only works when the color is actually wet, so I'm trying to do it right.
I know, it's really hard. Sometimes I put the blender down and then apply the color again.
Yeah, Tomomi is like the only one that I've seen that like really does it well, in my opinion. I mean, she knows something that I don't know about it. All right, so I think we're getting close. So now, I don't know, I think I want to add like some marks to the water to indicate that it is water. And there's going to be more marks closer to the viewer, or closer to us. Also, interestingly enough, these clouds are actually dark. So I want to find a gray to put them on because they act as, it's like a silhouette.
Mm.
And let's see.
Oh, this is a lot.
Yeah, what are we at? We're at 33 minutes.
How late
That's
are we?
not bad.
Okay, we're okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like, you know how in photographs the background blurs? It's really hard to sort of capture that essence, but like, because I don't have enough time to put in a huge amount of detail here. So I'm trying to like have some blurred background, but not enough stuff in focus that it's not like, still makes sense. Whew.
All right. So now, almost done, I think, maybe. I don't know. Now, I'll move this. Whew. All right. So now there's certain parts. Oh, shit, it's the wrong one. There's certain parts where the light reflects off the water and it's bright. And you can't really see that in the picture that I'm going off of, but I just think it'll sell the water better if there's a dark marks indicating like where the light isn't, and then also light marks to try to show where it's like bouncing off of it. Of course, this jelly roll isn't working very well. I like a jelly roll that like would work for 2 years. I'd pay $25 for like the perfect jelly roll. All right. And also there's some lines in here that are just a little bit brighter. So even though it doesn't really show the God rays in the picture, I still think it helps us to emphasize them a little bit. All right. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it.
I think there are some parts of mine that need some help, but I don't know if I have the time or patience to totally fix it.
So the thing I'm trying to do right now is just that there's this thing where in this there's these rays that kind of emanate from a direction. So I'm trying to add more strokes that like are directionally sort of aligned with that to try to give that indication a little bit more. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to do is add one more darker layer between the black and the brown here. And just try to get that as narrow as I can. All right, I think I'm done. So I take the picture. And let's see, is there anyone on Rabbit Cam? No, they're all gone.
Oh, they're hidden.
They're all hidden.
You bunnies.
Where did they go?
I think they're behind it, right? They're like in their, maybe I should move the golden chair.
Oh my, where did they go? What's happening?
You bunnies.
We need, there's only like 5-10 minutes a week where they need to come through.
Mm-hmm.
They're on strike.
And this is what we get.
They're like, more treats.
Yeah. They filed to become a union.
Yeah.
Did you help them with that?
It's because I think that Loki maybe started this.
Oh yeah, we learned this week that the bunnies really like the TV show Loki. Something about the music and like the theremin, they just come right out and they're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. And so that's why the bunny that we took in last night, we were calling her Loki because Loki is in the show, Loki is both, there's female and male Lokis both. So it's like gender neutral, and there's some non-human Lokis.
Yeah. Crepuscular. See, people are going to have trouble even typing this out into Twitter.
Are they?
I mean, I just did.
It took me a while to pronounce it correctly.
I think I say bunnies are crepuscular. Like every time I'm talking to people, say bunny, because some people are like, "Oh, are they nocturnal?" And it's like, no, they're not.
All right, I'm tweeting it.
Nice.
So.
Oh, I almost forgot to put the hashtag. That would have been.
So when I was talking about crepuscular versus diurnal and nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Jeopardy every day, and one of the answers was actually diurnal.
Nice.
So I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting, because it seems like every week there's something on Jeopardy that relates to our word. Or
nice.
Something.
Yeah, if you come up with good ones, if you hear interesting words on Jeopardy, you should write them down, because we are actually only 3 away from season 5. Assuming there's a season 5 for, we get picked up again by the network. Oh.
By the Cobb TV?
Yeah, Corn Cob TV is going to pick us up. We're going to be after Coffin Flops.
Coffin Flops.
And but yeah, we need to come up with more words. So that looks nice, Lisa. Are you almost done?
I'm almost done.
All right. So,
I'm not happy with the background, but I'm just gonna have to deal.
Oh, and Katie commented, we're so slow in these comments. Haha, the bunnies are wise to the bunny cam. Well, but should they mind the bunny cam?
I know.
They shouldn't.
I think Icy likes being the center of attention some of the time, so
yeah,
he should be signing up.
I don't know if he'd be signing up, but yeah, I think we have some doodles from last time to go through too.
Oh, we do.
Right.
Yeah, Because I think there were two.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kat posted just a little bit later than we were, because we were changing our times and being confusing about it.
Yeah. So hold on just a second. Oh, whoops. All right, cool. I'm almost there. Sorry, everything is very difficult. All right. So this is one from last time. It was we miscommunicated about when we were doodling. So this is from Stacy, and it's I assume it's a French bicycle.
Fantastic. With a cat in a picnic basket?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And how do you say bicycle in French? Bicyclette or something? I just feel like I'm making that up. That's not right.
I have no idea. That seems like a question for Le Google.
Le Google.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on from that.
I should know that.
Yeah, maybe. And then this is Kat, and she has a bicycle with a cat.
Nice. So they're almost like two parts of the same frame, because they're similar bicycles in coloration, right?
This is in transit.
Yeah. They're both blue with red accents, handlebars, and seat. Is that right?
So in French, it's actually bicyclette or
I was right.
Or vélo.
Oh yeah, vélo.
Vélo, that's right. What's bicyclette?
It's just another word for it. But
yeah.
the one that, since I'm doing what's the name of it?
Someone did the hashtag DoodleTogether, and that's what they doodled.
Oh.
But I don't think it's us. I think it's for a different DoodleTogether.
Curious.
But I like this mixing in the screens. I don't think this has ever happened before, and it's better than advertisements.
That's kind of hilarious.
So it's good. So now we're to, and these two were from last week, by the way. But anyway, now we're to drawings from this week.
Oh, it is Flower. So cute.
I like it.
When we were kids, we had these puppets, and I had a shark, and I think Kat had a bunny. And Meg had a skunk, I believe. That's my recollection.
Well, my favorite animal when I was little, I had a stuffed rabbit.
Nice.
His name was Thumper.
And
it was mine.
No, that was my animal. And when my grandma had to watch me when my mom was in the hospital having my little brother, I told her I need my Thumper, and she thought I was saying I need my supper. So she asked my dad, why didn't you feed her before you brought her over? So he had to translate that I was looking for Thumper, and he forgot to bring Thumper. Because they dropped me off on the way to the hospital.
Wow. Well, I hope you got your supper in the end.
That's what made me. I think they had fed me.
Yeah. But I mean, your second supper. Clearly, this is a ploy to get the second supper. So this is from Katie.
Ooh.
She says Crepuscular is a very exciting prompt to draw.
So
Nice.
This is a moth, right?
I guess, yeah.
That's awesome. I love the eyes.
Yeah.
And the wings, and really the fluffy body. That's awesome.
One thing that's really neat about this is it shows that different types, there's a lot of different types of like strokes in this. You know, there's these really narrow strokes on the wings and a thicker stroke right next to it. There's like really smooth strokes right here, but then there's really like, you know, zigzaggy ones like this. And then these kind of not cross hatch, but these strokes that sort of create different tones on the wings too. So I just think that's really nice. All the different strokes that you can do out of one pencil, our pen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, looks like you didn't finish.
I'm finishing. I'm posting.
I enjoy your commentary as well.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one. Josh has a crepuscular coyote.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's nice and simple.
Yeah, I really like the way the fur is represented as, just a few different,
The tufts
pieces
of
of fur here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a cartoony look, but it's really nice, and it's it's Josh style too. It's just good. I like it.
Okay.
All right, next one. Do you want to talk about it?
Ooh.
So originally I wanted to try to draw something with water in the foreground, but that didn't work out. So then I found one where it's like a city in the foreground. So that's
nice.
like
Those are the lights.
Little lights and so forth. Yeah. And I mean, I think mine looks more like it's fireworks, but it's like, and I do have different colors in there kind of than what Ben had. So even though we were drawing the same thing, they still look a little different.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I think it's I find it really tough. It's not in my wheelhouse, but I like this. It's
That's
really
nice.
good.
I really like the city lights.
And it's version 3, right? So,
Yes. Yeah, I
that's
did
something.
a couple practice. Yeah, I don't feel confident enough to just sit down and draw, and particularly like to figure out the colors because I'm not that familiar with them yet. Like I find like what's on the tip of it isn't necessarily what comes out when you're drawing. So I try to pick my colors out before so that I can actually do it within a reasonable time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Right. So this is mine.
Nice.
And are those in now?
What is it?
This is much bigger too than you usually do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of one of those things where you have to like look. You can't. I don't know. I've looked at it too long. I can't see it anymore.
You have to stand away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. It too looks like a big explosion. Really, both of ours look like giant, really massive explosions. It looks like the day the city burned down or something. This is like Terminator 2 or something, and they all turn to ash.
I mean, I think it does when you say that, but I don't think it necessarily does.
Yeah. I like the reflection in the water. That's my favorite part.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, that was
Yeah. Reflection in the water is very nice.
Yeah.
And I like the tree. I think always the black shadow contrast is really nice.
Yeah. Well, and I like these alien ships off there in the distance.
I know. Are those the airplanes dropping bombs?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
They're those alien ships that come out of the ocean.
I see.
And this was what, Chicago, I guess. So, I don't know. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Did you tweet?
I did. I think I tweeted. Did I spell something wrong? Yes, I tweeted. I tweeted.
There you go.
I tweeted.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot. There's kind of a lot going on, and the background was a little overwhelming. So I spent too much time on that, and now when I see it small like this, I feel like the bunny's features are a little too delicate in comparison to the background, but that's okay. It's a doodle.
Yeah.
And then I added the link to the series of photos of the bunny and the deer together there because they're beautiful. And there's a lot of really beautiful shots. So I think somebody who lived nearby just followed their friendship.
Yeah, I think it's really lovely. I love somehow you have gotten the 2 layers of depth in it, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's almost 3 really, because there's the things in front, the needles and stuff, or leaves or whatever, and then the animals, and then the blurry part in back. So it's cool. Really choose that.
If I had more time, I would try to bring the foreground forward a little bit and push the background a little bit back with more dark colors, but I ran out of time, so.
Yeah. But I mean,
okay.
I feel like the 3D effect is really good. Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. This is great.
But I did have fun, like, drawing a deer, because I'm not used to drawing deer, so.
Yeah, they have interesting faces.
Mm-hmm. I think you did a great job on the deer. Like the face is good, yeah.
Yeah.
They are really cute together, these two.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the link that Lisa was talking
Well,
about.
look at them. They're like nose to nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that bunny is really pretty big compared to the deer. So I wonder if that's like a baby deer, like a fawn.
Yeah, it's possible. But I love it when they actually rest together.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And these pictures are amazing. And then I based on this last picture.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. Cool.
It's pretty different.
Well, let's see if we have any more. Looks like maybe that's it this time. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Doodle Together.
What's next week's prompt then?
It is, I don't know.
It's
Sly?
Sly.
And that's
Sly.
Ben's. That is Benjamin's.
I don't know what slime means. It's one of those things I have to look up. It's in case I have to look it up, and then it'll be in my brain, and so it makes it so I won't call Lisa Sly ever, you know.
He did call me Sly once.
And it's a
Ison's in
mean
the
word.
frame, but
It's
he's
not
in
a
the
nice
back
word.
there.
I didn't realize.
It's not a nice thing to say a person is sly.
I think I know the definitions of a lot of words, but maybe that's one I don't know. So that's the reason why I put it on the list.
Yeah.
To learn the definition.
But maybe it's not that bad. I don't know.
Man, it's kind of bad.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll make up some other bad words for you that I don't know.
Nefarious.
Yeah, Lisa's nefarious. All right, so we're on a new time, 7 p.m. Pacific on Sundays. So we'll see you then.
A more crepuscular hour.
Yeah, and I'll keep doing this.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, and your
doodles. We never showed this anymore.
Insert your doodle in there.
Yeah, I'll take the picture and I'll print it out and make it and put it in that.
That makes a
case.
Patchwork. Very nice.
Yeah, see, you can do it properly. I can't. Well,
yours is missing it.
It's missing the last.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Mine's here, but it's just
Too hard.
It's
to
too
pick
big.
up.
It's too big.
Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
also have, this was my sketch, my 15-minute sketch from the art gallery thing.
Very nice.
Nice.
So, there's supposed to be like mountains in the background, and she talked about some of the shading.
Yeah.
Like some rocks and clouds, and there's supposed to be like a boat way in the background that's like
I
super
see
small.
it. Yeah,
And
on the horizon.
with the stuff in the water. So that was
Nice.
like a real quickie. So
Nice. And
that
15 minutes is
wonderful.
really short.
But it was interesting because I just used a regular pencil.
Yeah.
And did some of the shading and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
okay.
Awesome.
Glad you got to do that.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for drawing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.